Hey guys, my name is Ashley from Smash Fitness and Nutrition. I am currently about 16 weeks out from a bodybuilding competition, and I'm just gonna answer a couple questions. Initial stages of comp prep are actually really easy and they're actually really fun. Coming from your off season, you should be on pretty high calories. So when you start your initial stages of comp prep, you start dropping just a little bit each week, and from there you start seeing changes happen really fast. So to me, it's really simple. So when you start getting into the middle towards the end, it starts getting a lot harder. The really awesome thing about bodybuilding is actually seeing your body progress and your physique change. I really like the science behind it. There's a lot of adaptations that happen with your body, and it's just really cool to watch everything shift. There are actually a lot of health risks involved with competing. I see in a lot of women, a lot of them do lose their menstrual cycles. They go through really bad self-esteem issues, body dysmorphia, disordered eating, and it's really hard to watch. I've watched a lot of my friends go through a lot of that, and a lot of them do want to have families someday, and it does mess up your metabolism so bad that you kind of can't recover from it, or if you do, it takes years to recover from it. So that's why I don't recommend it to a lot of people, because there are serious health risks, and just the mental capacity with it is insane. Like, girls will go through eating disorders afterwards. They can't wrap their heads around the fact that they've lost this lean body and now they've gained a little bit of their fat that they need back. So it is really hard to watch, and I don't recommend it to anyone that is already in a negative headspace with either food, dieting, or body issues. It is really difficult as well if you do want to have a social life outside of prep. Usually people don't. You can't really go out to dinner, you can't really go see friends, you can't go out drinking, because everything that you put into your mouth is going to show up on stage, unfortunately. So any kind of personal life that you have, it's kind of just all in the gym, to be completely honest. It's really important to have a really good support system. My partner has been amazing. I honestly don't know how he puts up with me, but if you don't have a good support system, you're going to struggle really bad. I just recommend trying to find the same kind of people that you connect with that are also going through the same thing. So in the sport of bodybuilding, diet is king. So no matter what, if you want to gain muscle, you're gonna have to eat in a calorie surplus, you're gonna have to consume more calories than you're actually outputting. And then of course, if you're dieting down, you wanna get lean, you wanna lose fat, or if you're prepping, you need to be in a calorie deficit. So you need to be outputting more than you're inputting. So no matter what, the diet is gonna be the key variable in that sport. So my workouts can either be 45 minutes to an hour. I try not to go over an hour 10, just because I know with myself I get really exhausted. Most of my leg days take about an hour. My upper days can take about 45. Pair that with cardio, or in my case, my step count, and that takes me about another hour. So about 2 hours a day, at the most. So my training during off-season and prep actually doesn't change. I try to upkeep my strength as much as possible, even though my sport isn't about how strong you are, it's about how you look. But to me, keeping my strength is really important. So I train about 5 times a week, sometimes 6, just depends on my mood. And it's mostly strength sessions, a little bit of cardio here and there, but not too much. My splits are a little weird. Do like legs and arms on one day and then the rest of the body on the next. And that's about it. It doesn't really change whether or not I'm in prep or not. So a week out from your show is usually what we like to call peak week. Depending on how your body is responding to everything, your calories are quite low in that point. Depends on what you're gonna do for that week. A lot of people carb up, some people drink a lot of water, just all depends on how your body's adapted to most everything that you're doing. Training tends to stay the same, I would say. Cardio is still pretty high, strength training is still pretty high. Just all depends on how you are responding to what your coach has given you. I like to say that you should be actually ready for your show about 2 weeks out. Peak week is just the final touches, and yeah, it's pretty fun. So the time after stepping off stage is actually really hard. You go from looking incredible, you go from having this very lean physique to your body just wanting food. And it doesn't matter what kind of food it is, it just wants something. So we have what we like to call reverse dieting. And if you have a really good coach, they should provide you with this also afterwards. Reverse dieting is the act of just increasing your calories back up to your maintenance levels. Now, everyone's maintenance levels are going to be different, so it just depends on how your body responds. The thing is that we want to increase slowly, so then your body adapts to the increases. If you put everything in all at once, your body's going to kind of panic, because again, it's been depleted, it's been deprived, and you're going to go into this little puffy mode, which is fine if you're okay with that, but most people won't be, because again, they're stepping off stage with this lean body and now they feel like a little marshmallow man. So you want to increase slowly, and your coach should be able to do that for you. And then eventually you'll get back up to maintenance calories, then you'll get back up to surplus calories, which then you get more muscle. So the sport of bodybuilding, or the sport of competing, is definitely not for the lighthearted. I don't recommend it to anyone, to be completely honest, just with the health risk involved, and if you don't really know what you're doing, you can actually get yourself in a lot of trouble, health-wise, that is. My best advice is find a coach who you're comfortable with and who will be very honest with you to let you know if you are capable of competing or if you probably should wait a couple years. I've been training for about 7 years, and it took me 6.5 to realize that it's what I wanted to do. So I found myself a coach, went through that, found myself a better coach, and now I love it.